What it do? YouTube/Patreon/BitShoot. Today's video, I'm gonna chime in with a quick impromptu video. Today's video, I want to talk about 3D printed images. Yes, 3D printed images. Alright, so if you know, we have this technology out that's a 3D printer, and it can print, like it can take images of photos and print them out into actual 3D lifelike replicas, so you can say, right? But it's like a 3D printed image, so it's not real, it's artificial, but it looks real. It's another version of cloning. Now, you got a clone company in Canada called Clone Aid. You can go do your research on that. But the devil, he has different employees that work for him. And all of them have a different type of form or a different identity. One is cloning. Two is technology. Three is spirits, demons, principalities, things like that. And it's more, but them the ones I can really think of off the top of my head. Oh, he also do droning too, which is basically when like one of those real lizards. He has reptilians as well in his payroll, but droning is pretty much when a real lizard, it can shoot like this thing. It's like a parasite that's inside of the real lizard. It can shoot the thing outside of his head into the target of the person. And what the thing does is the larvae, it goes to the throat, aka the esophagus. And it hatches. You see what I'm saying? The larvae hatches, and a big ass reptilian or insectilian, depends on what kind of entity you're dealing with. You got the real lizards, and then you got the insectilians and shit like that. But the larvae grows or hatches into a big ass lizard, and the lizard grows inside the body and takes over the body like that. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, you got these 3D printers that can print up different images. So if you wanted to print up an image of a gun, you can, but it wouldn't be real. It'd be a 3D printed image. If you wanted to print up an image of of chicken nuggets, you could do that, because that's what they're working on right now. Like, you can go do your research and shit, and you can see this shit for yourself. These people, they got the technology where they can print 3D printed chicken nuggets, and it's artificial because it's not real. And people are eating this shit. I forgot what the name of it's called, but this is real. So if they could print up different images of this type of stuff, and it could actually be a real lifelike replica size of that thing, that's a different form of cloning. You see what I'm saying? You think they can't come up with these fake images of people, give them real personalities, and do these things and bring it to life, and they do these rituals and shit, and they play on the emotions of the American people just so they can pass and take away certain laws. You see what I'm saying? Real shit. Like, they be like, oh, this incident happened. I'm not saying with all of them, because you do have a lot of real incidents where it's real victims and shit like that. But most of the time, like Zachary Hubbard said, how you know these people are even real? How you know it's not a 3D printed image? Because you got Photoshop, you got all this different technology that you can create a so-called person or image of a person and say that this person is real, but the whole time this person don't even exist. You know what I mean? Or they could be using a whole bunch of clones in a lot of these rituals, making it seem like it's real people, but whole time it's clones. And that's the reason why they get away with this shit, because they looking like what they know it, like on an inside joke. They know it like it's not even a real person, it's a clone. But the American people don't know that shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is a lot of stuff I've been thinking about too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they real victims because in a lot of these you go have some real victims. But a lot of these other rituals, they could just be using clones and 3D printed images and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to stage events to pass certain laws. Because they do that shit all the time. So it's like, it's just something to think about. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this shit is it's staged, of course. It's a psyop. But a lot of this stuff has victims that don't even exist. That's why they can get away with it and nothing happens because they putting out a certain image. That's the whole thing. They know how to twist an image or twist a certain perspective to make you think it's something, but really it's not. Like it's really just like chaos magic and cause and effect rituals. Basically, that's pretty much what I've been talking about anyway. Cause that's been like the theme. That's been like the theme of America and shit right now. Like it was just another shooting somewhere. I forgot. I think it was in Maryland or something, some shit like that. I forgot, but there's another mass shooting again, and it's like, come on, man. Here we go. The numbers match up, and it's just like, really what they try to do is, but they just try to trick people out their position, real talk, to get us pretty much to just sign off on our own destruction. That's basically what they're trying to do, these people. Like, oh my God, this stuff is so bad. We need to do this the whole time. These are their own Manchurian candidates, their own clones that they programmed to do this shit. Because they perfected cloning to the point where the motherfucker looks so real, you couldn't even tell the difference. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Satan gives people hints before he carry out his mission. And hints are TV shows, music, movies, hints in the sky, hints in the newspaper, the water, all that shit they poison, all that shit. So Satan giving you hints before he carry this shit out. You know what I mean? So a lot of people might say, I don't be saying this shit because you're not paying attention the whole time. Satan been giving you warnings in the music, newspaper, in the movies, the cartoons, all that shit. And he's gonna continue to carry this shit out because motherfuckers ain't really paying attention. You see what I'm saying?